Jack McCormack for IrishBoxing.com in association with Winners Win, joined by Padraig McCrory. Paddy, how are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm obviously happy that I got the end of my career on a special night like that. In a performance, I'm not going to dress it up. I was fighting a guy that was levels below what I previously fought at, but the man accepted the fight and he came and fought and he tried. So, but it's great to finish my career like that after my performance previous. I'm so happy to go out on such a strong performance.
And did you feel any ring rust tonight with your last fight being over a year ago?
Um, it's hard to know because I obviously haven't punched him for about 14, 15 months, and then I sparred for the first time, and I got a busted eardrum 7 weeks ago, so I didn't spar again after that. So the whole camp I only had 4 rounds sparring, and that was the biggest worry in the fight. I hadn't got punched. I didn't know what was left, so you find out what was left a bit from sparring and stuff, but which I didn't know. I went out. If I had got hit, I was like, am I going to be hurt? But I put it in the back of my head and we went in and we worked on a game plan. I caught him early and I went a bit mad, but a reset, jobbed again, and then caught him again.
And was there any added pressure going into this fight, considering it is your final fight?
I tried to really just enjoy it. On the ring walk with my son, walking out in front of the people that's backed me from day one, I tried to enjoy it as much as possible. There was a few stages where I was getting ready to walk out, and I thought if I didn't then like the way I did, what happens? But I try to stay positive.
Yeah, and look, your fight definitely made the crowd cheer the loudest. How much energy did the crowd give you during your fight tonight?
Yeah, listen, I rocked them and I heard the cheer. Again, I went a bit mad and I had to reset because, as I said, I didn't spar and I was in a round fight and I didn't want to blow up, so I just reset.
And how did this performance compare to what you imagined and visualised during training camp?
I don't want to dress it up to be something special because, as I said, as much as I have respect for my opponent, I don't want to paint it up that it was meant to be a very difficult fight. There was other opponents that was not backed by the board who were probably a tougher task than that. So I don't know why certain fighters get accepted and some don't. But my performance, it's hard to know because I don't know what level it's at.
And were you expecting him to be tougher than he was, or was the game plan always get him out there quick?
Again, I know it's hard to say because my last couple of performances I'm quite extremely critical of. But I know when I hit people, I usually hurt them and I caught him clean and he rocked and I did expect to get him in there before.
And what shots, gave you the most success during the fight, and what gaps in your opponent's game let you exploit him to get the finish?
Yeah, I watched him in 2 of his fights, and he'd take guard like tight to his chin, so he had loads of gaps around the side, and that's what I worked on. And I started catching him around the side, and then the straight shots started opening. So again, sometimes I opened up a bit too much and went a bit mad, but around the side and nice, like a nice straight backhand.
And a few of your fighters that you managed, like Tio Allen and John Ferry, fought tonight. They got the win. Does retirement give you more time to focus on hammer boxing, and maybe one of them could headline here one day, maybe after a few more fights?
Yeah, it was Owen O'Neill actually. Sorry, I don't manage John. So Owen O'Neill and Tio Allen, who is three title fights back to back. It's great to see, and it's great to see Owen O'Neill back in the ring after 13, 14 months out of the ring. So and a good test actually. So yeah, my aim now is to focus on hammer boxing. I'm working side by side with Jamie, and seeing what's next. Boxing is a sport that I'm very passionate about, and I want to stay involved.
And Tio won the Commonwealth International title tonight. He told me that he might aim for the European title. Is there any specific rankings or titles you think he should aim to achieve in the next 12 to 18 months?
Yeah, he kind of wants to go down the European route, and I probably agree with that. He's BI licensed, so we will weigh it up. I think I don't want to jump straight into like a European level fight. He's still fairly early in his career. He's only 9 fights in about 2 years. So I think we probably take a slightly easier fight next, and then see what's available, weigh things up, and then go from there.
And last question, immediately after the knockout, you embraced the win with your family. How are you and your family going to celebrate after your performance tonight?
My wife actually is away at 3:30 in the morning. She's going to Portugal with her friends, which is a bit of a hindrance because I plan on celebrating hard. But no, I'll get to spend time with my kids. For the last 6-7 weeks, I've been making weight and training hard, and probably haven't given Emmons the like love and care that they that they de- that they deserve. Like you seen them tonight, they're 4 good kids. So I'm going to spend a lot of time with them.
That's perfect. Thanks. Happy retirement, right?